As business disenchantment with the minority Labor government grows, the chief executive of the ANZ has labelled Julia Gillard's administration a weak government and accused it of being short-sighted. At the same time, the opposition is accusing Wayne Swan of wrecking Australia's international financial reputation by blocking a merger between the Singapore Stock Exchange and the ASX. Political correspondent Tom Eagleton reports.
It was just another business lunch gathering until Mike Smith was asked to rate the Gillard government.
It's there with the weak government club, I think.
Despite Australia's small deficit, the ANZ bank chief put the country in the same category as politically unstable Portugal and debt-laden America because of Julia Gillard's minority government.
The tendency is to not see through the next political cycle. It leads to a very short-term viewpoint and very short-term policy, which I don't ever think is in the long-term interests of a country.
It was exactly those interests, though, that Wayne Swan cited today in officially rejecting a deal that would have teamed up Singapore's stock exchange with the Australian Stock Exchange.
This is not a merger, it's a takeover that would see Australia's financial sector become a subsidiary to a competitor in Asia.
The Treasurer says the deal wouldn't have given Australian markets more access to Asian capital, but instead would have cost Australian financial sector jobs.
And I'm not going to stand by and let that happen. At the end of the day, this takeover was more about growing Singapore's financial sector than Australia's.
One investor group was unhappy with the decision and is urging Wayne Swan and the Foreign Investment Review Board to make good on his offer to reconsider a revised deal.
I suspect probably a more palatable deal for the FIRB and Treasurer Swan would be something where the ASX potentially has greater say in a merged entity, where, for example, the ASX is the controlling party as opposed to the party being taken over by the SGX.
But the opposition's downplaying that possibility.
Why would the Singaporeans be interested in coming back if they're going to have to deal with Wayne Swan again?
Joe Hockey zeroed in on the fact that Wayne Swan backgrounded journalists on his decision earlier in the week before making it official today.
He has single-handedly undermined international confidence in Australia's financial reputation. This guy is not up to the job.
You'd think from those statements the opposition disagrees with the decision, but it doesn't. Joe Hockey's on the record urging the government to consider whether it's in the national interest to sell a carefully nurtured national monopoly that the ASX represents to foreign interests, precisely what Wayne Swan and the Foreign Investment Review Board have done in rejecting the deal. Tom Eagleton, Late Line.